Hello everybody, this is toysareruss, and for this new figure and Generation 1 comparison, we're going to be looking at Magic Square's MS B55C Space Shuttle. And I'm sure you can tell already, guys, that this is a third-party company's take on a Blastoff figure. So in this video, we're going to unbox him in a second. We're going to do a very quick comparison in robot mode with his Generation 1 self. And then for the first time, I'm going to be able to put all of the Magic Square Combaticons together so we can get to see how they all look. I'd like to quickly remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now, please, because it really will help me out. And I'll be leaving a direct link in the description from Shozy if you want to get one of these yourself. The other thing as well I want to remind people is that I've already reviewed the original version of this figure, which is B55. Now, for those again of you who are unaware, Magic Square, New Age, all of the third-party companies, they're all just as bad as each other basically, and Hasbro and Takara. But third party seem to be a bit worse actually, and what I mean by that is as soon as they get a mold, they absolutely hammer it and they don't even, sometimes, like at least with Hasbro and Takara, they may change the name and change the color completely and give you a completely different character, whereas with these, the first one without a number on was just the normal color deco, then there was a B which was a slight change in the color, and then there was a C which I believe to be, thanks to Demonsef, one of my subscribers, that it's the cartoon deco. So even though these are based exactly on their cartoon appearances, they still managed to get another version out. So this is how he comes packaged. You can see he's got bruticus's gun, bruticus's waist and top of the thighs, and indeed a bruticus hand. So that leads me to the other thing that I can't wait to now do, because this is the first time that I've had them all together, but also it means it's the first time that I'm going to be able to combine them. So that's going to be in a completely separate video as well. So I'm going to keep them separate and ready. And also you can tell, as I say, that this is basically based on a Generation 1 figure. You've got the box with pretty much exactly the same way they did Generation 1, with it being a Decepticon. You've got the purple in the background and the sunburst, and we've got a tech spec on the back as well. Inside this little box here, not a box, sorry, inside this little bag, there is a little blaster for him. There's some instructions, and there's also a collector's card, which again is a direct copy or rip-off, whichever word you want to use, of what Takara used to do with their Generation 1 figures as well. So first part then, let's get all of these standing. In fact, no, let's do the Generation 1 comparison first, because that's what I've been asked to do, and it's just quick. It's just not, well, maybe a bit of fun, but just, I suppose, to show you how 40 years of engineering has managed to change things. And again, it would be so great now to sort of, Takara have done Raiden, and maybe hit the jury's out on him, but it would be great if Takara actually attempted, you know, a bruticus or something like this. So you can see straight away that he's much taller. It's just in a different league, isn't it, guys? Let's be honest, a totally different league. Articulation wise, even though this was one of the first figures to have ball and sockets in the shoulders, these ones, of course, have that as well. Thing all the way around, they can come all the way up. These figures genuinely have ab crunches as well, which is crazy, even though they're quite small. You've got waist rotations, you've got hips to the side, to the front, knee bends, ankle tilt, and rock. So again, if you're new to these sort of figures, these are dubbed as mini masterpieces, basically because they are mini and they have masterpiece articulation, which I'm sure you'll agree with that. You cannot deny the fact that it does indeed have exactly that. They are approximately about what I would class as core class. They're in between core and deluxe class size figure, so it depends which sort of deluxe figure you've got. If you've got a relatively small one like her, you can see what I mean, she's not much bigger than what their take on Blastoff is. But then if you've got a slightly bigger one, even Cliff Jumper is quite a small deluxe mainline, you can see exactly that does in fact tower over the third party legend scale as what they're known. But no, that's pretty much, as I say, it for this quick unboxing video. But for the first time, I've been able to do this. Now this might, Steve, he might look a little bit different. That's because I mentioned this in a previous video. Even though they do numerous numbers and redecos, etc., they don't last around. They don't last very long. So I had to get the standard color. So it was just the B5 without a letter on the end version of Brawl, whereas the rest of the Combaticons that you can see here are all the updated C versions. And there they are for the first time. And I've got to say that they do look good together. I'm going to do a quick, you'll see it in a short where I'll do old or new, and then I'll do a much more in-depth comparison video, and of course a combining video of these guys for you as well. There we go, guys. But for now, this is Space Shuttle, which is of course a take on Blastoff. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.